For a very limited time only, head on over to MrMuckcoin.com and use code GS30 to get 30% off all your purchases. Link is in the description. So, ladies and gentlemen, today, after a very long servers being down issue from Ultimate Team, they finally went ahead and got everything right and released the 6, that is right, 6 NFL 100 players. We're going to go ahead and take a look at those in a skosh as soon as I can find. There we go. As soon as I can find them. Now, they did not release any yesterday due to the servers being down pretty much all day. There was some type of issues where XP was not counting. Pretty much the series that Series 4, whatever series we're in, kind of messed up the day, whatever XP wasn't counting. And even happened to me. I was doing my solos, and then I noticed that I kept getting like access is denied. I would back out, and then I would get XP from like 15 minutes ago when I did solos. It just kept refreshing, popping up. I'm positive by this time you guys all know. So today they dropped all 6, and it was Bruce Matthews, Jonathan Ogden, Anthony Munyazi, Tony Gonzalez, Letty Allen, and Dwight Stephenson. Now that is 5 new offensive linemen with 1 new tight end. Now all except 1 are all the highest overall at their position now, except the only one was Stephenson, because he was tied with Matt Burke, because Burke had a 94 overall that could be powered up into a 95, but outside of that, everyone else was new. So we did get all 6 of them. Now, I was prepared yesterday to get you guys some gameplay with the new Cooks and the new Torrey Holt, which I'm excited about, because again, Torrey Holt is going to be a huge factor in my offense with the ability of Playmaker. Now, I know Playmaker is a very, very cheesy ability, but I got to utilize that to my advantage. There's a lot of cheesy abilities. Like, have you tried passing the ball against 2 active pass rushers on the edge with freaking Edge Threat Elite? And, oh, it's so difficult. They come in almost instantly. But I can definitely sense myself being more of a passer because I can really see my offense being 2 receivers being active and a quarterback. Or if not a quarterback, 1 running back. But I can honestly see me having 2 receivers active because Playmaker just really gives me a lot of flexibility at offense. There's just a lot of different things I can do with that ability, and I definitely want to take advantage of it. And now that it's finally in the game, I definitely see me passing the ball a lot more. So next game I do upload, which should be tomorrow, we're going to have 2 active wide receivers and a QB. Not going to have an active running back. I still feel like we can run the ball, very well. Obviously nowhere near as good because when you're active, especially with the NFL 100 starting active, you really can just break some wild runs. But I really feel like with the abilities we have passing, we're going to be good. And if anyone is curious, the abilities I'm going to have Route Technician, I'm going to have Post Flag Elite, and I'm going to have Slant Specialist. Now, the reason I don't have Human Joystick is because I prefer to have Route Technician and Post Flag Elite for my stick up and nod and my Y out. I can have Brandon Cooks on a post. I can have him on a corner, and he's going to be active. And when they're active, I don't know how many of you guys have truly messed around with active receivers, which probably I can really think that probably a lot of people haven't, because running the ball is so good with active abilities, and you're usually going to have an active QB, maybe like a running back, and I'm sure everyone has at least at one point tried a receiver or 2. But Post Flag Elite, like when they're on that specific ability route, like they almost never drop the ball. Like almost never. Like I will take a hit stick from Pat Tillman and they'll hold on to the ball when they're active on that ability. So if I have Post Flag Elite and I throw a corner route to that receiver and he's active, I can. Now, I have never taken a hit from a safety that's active. Like, I've never taken a hit from Ronnie Lott that's active or anything like that, and they drop it. I will say that as far as I can remember, I don't ever remember dropping a pass that I've thrown to a receiver on that said route, and they just, I mean, if it's tipped or something like that, but once they catch the ball, like put their hands on the ball, I'm sure it's happened, but I don't remember. They do an exceptional job of holding onto the ball, though. And, slant specialists, just to put them on, a quick slant, because there's nothing in Tier 1 that's really, how many times is a linebacker really going to be on Cooks? I don't see that happening too often. And I don't really see me needing streak specialist. Streak specialist is just good if you're just ahead of the receiver, ahead of the cornerback, and they got a good chance of holding up. But it's not like you're just going to ag people out of nowhere. Streak specialist is good, but slant specialist, put them on a quick slant, throw the ball in tight, congested spots where I need it, and we'll be good. And Torrey Holt, we will have playmaker, of course. Now, that right there is only available in the first slot. In the second slot, he would need... Oh, no, he can get in the second slot. Excuse me. He can get it in the second slot. But I don't think there's anything in the third slot that, I need to get here. So, it's only available in the third slot and it's not available in the second. That I can think of. Maybe there is, but I don't think so. I'm thinking I'm going to change Slot-O-Matic to maybe wide receiver apprentice, which 4 additional hot routes, meaning I can put him on a corner, I can put him on a post, I can put him on a crosser, wherever he lines up at is going to vary, because in a slot, I think you get like a corner. On the far outside, you get instead of a post, you get like a super deep skinny post. It varies, but I might change it. I don't know. But for now, we have Slot-O-Matic, we have route technician, and playmaker. Now, whenever he's in the slot, he's going to get improved catching and quicker cuts and whatnot. And again, playmaker, which is going to help out my offensive scheme a ton. So we are 96 overall. Now, we accomplished that by getting all offensive linemen. There was really no need to get rid of Burke, but we did it anyways. All NFL 100 players. So first up, we got Tony Gonzalez. We're going to go ahead and take a look at him. Now, we got rid of Gronkowski for him. Tony Gonzalez was better at everything, more speed, better route running, better catching traffic. The only thing I believe Gronk had over Tony G was strength and run blocking. Now, Tony G does not have the best run blocking, but great speed, very, very, very tremendous. 6'5", big frame, great spec catch, very good route running, and just an absolute receiving threat when it comes to catching the ball. Not more of a run blocker like Delaney Walker is more of a heavy run blocker. Kittle is, a nice mixture of both, but Tony G is just, mainly just there for routes and stuff like that. And I can definitely see myself being able to utilize him in certain packages. Now, with the offensive linemen, we got all of these guys, and I got zone run on all of them. So all of them are, got boosted run block. I believe all of them have 95 plus run block. I believe. I could be wrong, but guys are just, really, really, really good, and I definitely believe in offensive linemen. I lied, Stevenson doesn't. When it comes to running the ball. Now, when it comes to pass blocking, that can be very, very, very difficult. But there is a difference whenever you going ahead and you run the ball. If you got a ton of strength there, if you got good run blocking, they're going to do a decent job of being able to hold onto their blocks. So 97 run block for Larry Allen, 99 strength. That card is absolutely insane. Jonathan Ogden here, 98 strength, 96 run block. Man, we should definitely do a very, very good job of being able to run the ball. Now, when I do go on ahead and get you guys that gameplay, I will be souped up on offense. I'm going to put everything to Madden passing and running. So instead of Madden Rush D and Pass D, I would have Madden Passing and Madden Rushing. And then instead of Rams, what do I have? Rams Rush Defense. Instead of that, I'm going to have Rams Passing. And that all those will have both Torrey Holt and Brandon Cooks at a 98 overall. So we're definitely going to have some very, very good receiving options. and hopefully we can, do well moving the ball in the air. And a lot of people think Nelson ain't got the dots, man. Like, come on, now Nelson got the dots, albeit they're very short dots, but a jet pass sweep is technically a pass. It's a dot. Hell, you talking about? So defense, everything stays the same. There was nothing really that dropped new defensively. Matter of fact, all NFL 100 for that positions are done. So we're probably not going to get a defensive player added that's going to be better than any of these guys here for unless Christmas promo they drop something wild, which I believe a special stream is coming out tomorrow. Outside of that, though, we're going to be set with this defense for a little bit. Offensively, though, we do have quite a bit of positions left, and when I say quite a bit, I mean receivers, QBs, and I don't know if are they gonna do a fullback? I don't know. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. I don't know. But I do know that I have a 93 to 94 overall power up pass, which I'm actually gonna have 2 in a few days because I'm almost like 100. I think I'm 147 out of 150 dailies done, and that right there will give me, when I get to 150, that's another 93 to 94 power pass. And I'm hoping Randy Moss gets a 93 to 94 overall NFL 100 player, because then I could use his power pass on him. But I'm hearing he might get like a 95 overall Christmas card, which could be very true because he has gotten Christmas cards in the past, so I can definitely see that. But if he gets a 95, then I'm probably going to use that 95 power pass on him instead of Cooks. Once I get 1,000 trophies, I'm not going to get the NAT Cooks. I'm going to go with Coach Madden collectible, because I know eventually I'll get enough trophies to get the Brandon Cooks, and I'll just be without his upgrade for a little bit if they drop a 95 Moss, because I'm going to want that Moss. But yeah, gameplay will be tomorrow, so hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. Gonna try my very best. I really want to have 2 to 3 gameplays tomorrow, and hopefully start getting into the live commentaries very, 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 very soon. So 96 overall, not the first to do it. There were a few people that went ahead and accomplished this before me, but we're able to get it done today. Team looks very good, and looking forward, really excited about just coming out and hopefully a very heavy pass offense. I really feel like this game is very run heavy. Well, I know it's very, very, very run heavy, and passing the ball can be very difficult, because when you run the ball, there's usually not too much that can go wrong, right? I mean, outside of like a wild big hit fumble, you can just lose a yard or two. But when you're passing, so many things could go wrong, and especially if they have 2 active D linemen, because those things are not easy to handle. Like, you just hike the ball, there's swim moving, Tasmanian devil, spin moving, all in your facial region, and it can be very, very frustrating to try to move the ball against someone that has multiple D linemen that are active, and we've all been there. We've all been there with LT or Reggie White or Von Miller and Khalil Mack, and you hike the ball and they're just there immediately. But we're gonna give it a shot, and really, and not just for like a gameplay, really try to open up my arsenal and try to become more of a passer, because something that isn't seen enough in this Madden is a heavy passer, because you see a ton of running. And now listen, your boy GS has been running since before running was cool. When everyone was pat sailing last year and taking advantage of OP crossing routes in the Patriots playbook, we was running the ball out of pistol bunch. I've been doing it for the past few years, but now it's so wild that everyone is doing it, and now everyone is like, oh really, you're just gonna run the ball all day? Like, what? I was running the ball all day when people were throwing crossing routes and running LB crossfire all day. Hell you talking about? But nonetheless, man, we should have gameplay for you guys later on tomorrow. We'll see how this offensive line does. I've yet to play offense with it, and really looking forward to seeing how they hold up, man. Hopefully we can run the ball very well, and I'm so beyond stoked about Playmaker. You guys have no idea, because Playmaker is 100% bail or bum out ability, and it fits me perfectly, right? When you're a bum such as myself, You need all the bailouts you can get. So I completely plan on getting all the playmaker bailouts. I can't wait for everything to be shut down. Him have the perfect defense out, and me just just hit a playmaker for a 30-yard bomb. Like, I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully you guys are as well. Appreciate the support as always, man. Until next time, it's your boy GS. We're gonna go ahead and be signing out. Peace.